Hi guys, Kelly Wright with Peace, Love, and Wellness. This class was made specifically for my Thursday night tribe, my booty tribe. We can't have a class right now. I miss you guys like crazy. Hope you're all doing well. This one's for you. I do ask that if you're following along to this video that you have a good understanding and practice of yoga. It is faster paced, minimal cues, so this isn't necessarily a beginner yoga class. We're going to start on our mats. We're going to start in a child's pose. So go ahead and come onto your hands and knees. Hands are under shoulders. Knees are under hip bones. Bring the big toes together, and if you'd like, you can step the knees wider than the hips. Sink those hips back and release the chest and forehead down to the floor. Find your breath here. Breathe deep all the way down into that belly. And as you exhale, feel the body relax into the floor. Taking this time for ourselves to be on our mat. To move, to breathe. Send a breath all the way down the body into that hip space. And as you exhale, feel the hips soften even further towards the floor. Send the next breath down the torso into the belly. Feel the belly rise. Exhale, soften, releasing all remaining tension in the body. Let it melt off. Taking a breath into that shoulder space. Exhale, releasing tension and tightness in that shoulder space. Inhale, lift the gaze, shift the weight forward. Bring those knees under the hip bones, tops of feet behind. Let's take our cat-cow flow, dropping the belly, lifting the tailbone, lifting the chin. Exhale, round through. 3 more times. Returning to a neutral spine, we're going to take that right hand and we're going to lift it up to the sky. Our gaze is neutral, or we can lift the gaze past our hand. Breathe into that right shoulder space. Exhale, begin to thread that arm behind the left, dropping the shoulder and the right cheek to the floor. Your hips are still stacked over the knee bones. If you'd like to lift that opposing left arm up, feel free. Exhale, release that left hand down. Press through that left hand, lifting the torso. Neutral spine. Let's take one cat-cow flow here, dropping the belly, lifting tailbone. Exhale, rounding through. Neutral spine. Pressing through that right hand, that left arm comes up. Lift the gaze if it's available. Exhale, thread through. Option to bring the right arm up. Exhale, release that right hand down. Press through the hand, lifting the torso. Big toes together, knees wider than hips. Sink the hips back for a child's pose. Take a breath. Exhale, sink into the floor. Gently rock those hips left to right. Begin to rock the forehead left to right. Good, inhale, lift the gaze. Come up onto the fingertips and begin to lift the hips forward. Draw those knees underneath the hip bones and sink back for a child's. Lifting the gaze, we're gonna stay low to the ground as we slink forward. Pressing up into cobra. Draw those shoulders down. Take a breath. Sphinx or baby cobra is fine here. Press through those hands. Lift the tailbone up and back, rounding through. Inhale, lift the gaze. Staying low to the ground, slinking forward. Pressing up. Press through those hands. Engage the core, draw that tailbone back, round through the spine as you send the tailbone towards the heels. Take a breath. 2 more times at your own pace. Good. Draw that tailbone up and back, tabletop position. Hands come back under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's take our cat-cow flow 2 times. Good. Walking the hands 1 to 2 inches forward, tucking the toes, sending the hips up for downward facing dog. Bend the knees, keep pressing through the hands. Exhale, straighten through the legs, ground those heels. Continue this, connecting breath to movement. Inhale, bend the knees, keep pressing through the hands, chest towards thighs. Exhale, lift the tailbone, straighten the legs, drop the heels. Last time, bend those knees, nice big inhale. Exhale, ground the heels. Good, right leg comes up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, let's bring that right foot through next to the right hand. Find length through the spine, engage the core. Using that engaged core, lifting up the torso. That knee stacked over ankle, spiral those pinkies in, lift the gaze if it's available. Exhale, let's take a bow. Send those palms back behind the body. Inhale, lift up. Lift those palms. 1 more time. Exhale, take a bow. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring those hands down to the floor. Drop that left knee. Press through that left hand, open up to the right side. Exhale, bring that right hand down. We're gonna send the tailbone back, straightening through that front leg for runner stretch. shift that weight forward into the sole of the right foot. Plant the hands, tuck the left toes, send that knee up. We're gonna step the right foot back to meet the left. Hands are under shoulders, fingertips spread wide, elbows spiraling in. High plank. Let's lower down through chaturanga. Press up through cobra. Slowly lower all the way down. Press it back up. 2 more times. Good, tuck the toes, send the hips up, downward facing dog. Good, left leg comes up, 3-legged dog. Keep pressing even through both hands. Bring that left foot through. Find your balance. Gauge the core. Let's lift the torso up. Draw those shoulders back into the sockets. Pinky spiral in. Lift the gaze. Let's take our bows. One more time. Exhale, draw those hands to the floor. Drop that right knee. Press through the right hand, open up to the left side. Draw that left hand back down. Send the hips back for rudder stretch. Inhale, shift the weight forward into that foot. Plant the hands, tuck the right toes, send the knee up, and send that left foot back. Spiral elbows in, hands under shoulders, lower down. Press up. Pressing through the hands, draw the tailbone back for child's pose. Inhale, lift the gaze, shift the weight forward. Tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, elbows spiraling in. We're gonna take that right heel back. Keep pressing even through both hands. Pull that core in, lift that pelvic floor. We're gonna do slight heel pulses. Here we go. Hold. Good, we're gonna tap the toes over to the right and then up and over to the left. Here we go, keep it going. Hands are staying strong and stable. Big arch with those toes. 3, 2, 1. Draw that knee back underneath the body. Drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chin. Hold here. Exhale, round through. Hold here. Good. Release to our neutral spine. Big toes together. Drop the hips back for a child's. Inhale, lift the gaze, shift the weight forward. Coming up onto the knees. We're gonna inhale the arms up over the head. Palms together, exhale, heart center. Lift the heart. Create a gentle back bend for a camel variation. Pressing hips forward, lifting heart high. Take a breath into that chest space. Inhale back to center. Arms come up. Exhale halfway. Bring those hands back underneath the shoulders. Engage that core. Left heel comes back. Pulse that heel up. Our body is nice and planted. Hands are planted strong. Right knee is planted strong. We're not pulsing and moving all over the place. Nice and strong. 3, 2, 1. Good, let's tap it. Bring it over to the left, up and around to the right. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Draw that left knee back underneath the body. Drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chin. Exhale, round through. Good. Allow the hips to draw back towards the heels. Bring the hands to the heels, releasing the forehead to the floor. We're gonna inhale, rolling it up onto the crown of the head, lifting the tailbone, rabbit. Press that heart out through the back between the shoulders. Exhale, drop the hips down. Bring those hands out in front of you. Inhale, lift the gaze, shift that weight forward. Tuck the toes. Send the hips up, downward facing dog. Pressing chest towards upper thighs. Right leg comes up. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Keep pressing even through both hands. Good. Three-legged dog. Squaring the hips, sending that heel up. Let's bring that right foot through next to the right hand. We're gonna step that back foot up, 45. Gauge the core, inhale those arms up. Exhale, hands to the low back. Reaching for opposite wrists. Draw those shoulders down away from the ears. Pull the belly button in, lift that pelvic floor. Good. Again, we're gonna lower the torso, bring it back up, speed it up. Stay bent in that right knee. Knee stacked over ankle. 3, 2, 1. Straighten through that front leg. Hinge at the hips, flat back. Inhale, lift that torso back up. Bend through that right knee. Back to our warrior, arms come up. Good, we're gonna press those fingertips up. Three, 2, 1, hold here. Exhale, bring those hands down. Rotate left toes forward, pulse front to back. Hold static. We're gonna drop that left knee to a hover and send it back up. Last one. Hold here. Plant those hands. Step that right foot back. Lower down through chaturanga. Press through to cobra. Tuck the toes. Send the hips up, down dog. Left foot comes up. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Three-legged dog. Bring that left foot through to the left hand. Right foot hops up, 45, engage the core, lift it up. Exhale those hands, low back, reaching for opposite wrist. Good, we're bringing our shoulder to midline. Twisting through core, take it down, take it up. Not moving through the legs, just drawing each shoulder to midline. Lowering torso, bringing it up. One more time. Lift it up. Hold here, inhale those arms up. Exhale the hands to the hips. Good, straighten through that front leg. Hinge at the hips, flat back. Inhale, lift it up. Bend through that left knee. Scoop those hands forward and up. Exhale, bring them down. Rotate right toes forward. Pulse front to back. Tall spine. Belly in. Hold static. We're gonna drop that right knee to a hover. Back up. Three, 2, 1. Good. Plant those hands, send that left foot back. Elbow spiral in as we lower down through chaturanga, pressing up through cobra. Lift the tailbone up and back. Big toes together, knees wider than hips. Child's pose. Inhale, lift the gaze, shift that weight forward. Bring the knees under the hips. Good. Right leg comes out. Engage the core, keep everything nice and stacked. Left hand comes out. Knee to elbow, here we go. Three, 2, 1. Hold here. Slowly lower hand and knee back down. Take a cat-cow flow. Left heel comes out. Right arm forward. Knee to elbow. Pelvic floor lifted, belly in. Three, 2, 1, hold here. Slowly lower hand and knee down. Beautiful. Big toes together, knees wider than hips. Child's pose, take a breath. Inhale, lift that gaze, shift the weight forward, knees under hips. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Right foot up. Bring it through to pigeon. Square those hips. Make sure that left leg is straight in line with that hip bone. Draw the shoulders down. Slowly lower over that front leg if you choose. Good, bring those hands under the shoulders, lift that torso up, tuck the left toes, send that right heel back. Lower that foot down. Left foot comes up. Bring it through to pigeon. Square the hips to the floor and to the front of the room. Good, if it's okay and available, go ahead and hinge forward, coming down onto the forearms. Place those hands under the shoulders. Press the torso up. Tuck the right toes. Send that left leg up, three-legged dog. Place it down. Feel the openness through the hip space. Press the chest towards the thighs. Shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Torso comes forward. Lowering down through chaturanga. Pressing up through cobra. Taking those big hip circles, take the hips all the way around to the right. 2 times. And 2 times to the left. Good, draw that tailbone back. Walk those knees towards the wrists. Cross at the ankles, coming onto our seat. Extend the feet out in front. Arms come up over the head. Exhale, hinge at the hips, keeping that heart lifted. Shoulders drawing back. Exhale, release the head, round through the shoulders. Inhale, walk it up. Bring those palms to face forward. Palms facing up. Engage the core, slowly lower all the way down. Pull those heels in towards the body. Press through the soles of the feet, lifting the hips up. Option to stay like this, or you can walk the hands under the body, reaching for the clasp. Pressing the hips up, breathing deep into the belly. 2 more times. Releasing the clasp of the hands if you took it. Slowly lowering the hips down. Tucking that pelvis before releasing the rest of the way. Extending one foot and then the other. We have reached final relaxation. You can stay laying flat on your back. softening the body into the floor as much as possible. Feel where the back of the head is touching the floor. Soften the muscles of the forehead. Relax the bridge of the nose and the cheekbones. Soften the lips, relax the jaw. Soften the ears to the sides of the head. And begin to relax all the muscles in the neck, all the way down to the collarbones. Take a big breath into that shoulder space. Allow the breath to circulate your shoulder bones, and as you exhale, let the shoulders relax further into the floor. Taking another breath into that shoulder space, allowing the breath to circulate. Exhale, allowing tension and tightness to melt off into the floor. Taking a breath into the heart space. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Taking a breath down through the torso into the belly, letting the belly rise. And exhaling, letting the belly fall. Taking another breath down through the body, down the torso into the hip space. Allow the breath to circulate. Exhale, let the hips soften into the floor below you. Soften the glutes. Relax the tops of the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Soften the kneecaps and the shins and the calf muscles. Relax the ankles. Soften the tops of the feet, the toes and the soles of the feet. Taking a big cleansing breath and sending that breath down the body, down the torso, through the hips, down the legs, and out the soles of the feet. Bringing your breath back to normal, allowing your body to breathe on its own, and noticing how that is. Noticing every part about your breath. When thoughts, emotions come up, acknowledge them, let them go, bringing your focus back to your breath for another minute. Begin to wiggle the fingertips and the toes. Circling the wrists and the ankles. Stretching the arms up over the head, stretching the body in opposite directions. Like you just woke up. Nice big stretch. When you're ready, you can roll over onto your side, resting your cheek on your bicep. Taking one last intentional breath all the way down into the belly. Slowly making your way up. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope this class served you. See you next time.